7-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb. He takes this for 3 to the 29. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
throwing Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
His throw incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Mayfield now. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Play fake. Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there. And now it's 2nd down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid. A turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Buying time to his left. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg Olsen, 64 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
But that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And some room to work. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett, 46 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Watch the run. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
A run for Nick Chubb. They find some open field here. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time out of Chubb. 54 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to run with Hunt. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb taking it in. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
The extra point.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. To try again after the sack. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
Wilson.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
The Seahawks first down.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
At the 5-yard line.
They run it with Carson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 5-yard touchdown run. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Flush to his right. Going deep here for Landry. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Browns drive about to get started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. From the shotgun, Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm.
And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, get me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the interception by the Seahawks. D leads to a touchdown. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Mayfield on play action. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. This is DJ Reed returning. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. From the gun, it's Wilson, rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This throw complete, Wilson finding Lockett. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this has started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Steps away to his left. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He's going to take off with it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the gun, Wilson. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flushed out right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Pussy ass nigga. Pussy ass nigga.
76 yards.
Bitch ass nigga. Fix your fucking defense.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Seahawks nothing.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. pulls it in at the 13. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Forced out to his left.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Seahawks 7, Seahawks nothing.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he's got room. The 30.
Prime time, baby.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown,
Chris Carson, 57 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Jason Myers.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Carson, and he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Wilson eluding the pressure right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
That's complete into the hands of Carson. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
1 yard.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Dancing to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. The things got a little dicey there as soon as he exited the pocket out to the left.
And he ends up throwing it for no yardage gained. I don't know about you, but my high school coach, John Ford, if he saw a ball in the air and you got no yards out of it, he would have had a stroke, okay? Because his opinion, that ball shouldn't be in the air unless something good was going to happen. Tuck it away, try and pick up something, or just slide and get down.
Nothing good happened there, that's for sure. On 3rd down, Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, right around the 18-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. From the gun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he's got Lockett. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Steps him, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Jamal Adams. The 40. He's at the 30. 10.
They're not even trying to do anything.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he's going to have a 1st down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. And here's Wilson on 3rd down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for DK Metcalf.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. That's to his running back. Complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Flushed out right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. They'll roll him out right. He'll find Metcalf. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, Seahawks 7.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here. There. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Well, a touch unconventional. I don't know that you usually gain yards on first down by a fake field goal. But they did gain yards, I guess. I don't know what else to say.
And the beauty of it is, it just goes to second down. They keep the ball. Just because they went for a fake field goal doesn't mean they didn't turn the ball.
Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Kick is good.
And he's got it up and through.
The score Seahawks 35, Seahawks 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle.
And it's third down.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Nothing here! Nothing here!
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead. A fairly short kick from the 14. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't...
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit, but all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll make it third down.
Third down.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. As that lead just swells and swells. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
And 9 yards to go.
And he's got his target. That's Moore. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Carlos Dunlap dropping him for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on third down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other side, and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Finding time. And my goodness, another interception. And he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Now Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And now on is the field goal unit. And boy, this is speculative at best, crazy at worst. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this score will stay right where it is. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot.
Final score, Seahawks 54, Seahawks 7.